Welcome back to Microsoft Excel tutorial. Previously you have seen how to make use Excel spreadsheet to prepare a student record. So now we are advancing, and then we are going to see how to prepare a one which is a bit more complex than the previous one. That is this one. That is practice question 2. Okay, Excel. Okay, as you open the Excel, this is a new blank document. Okay, so now come and see what is here is King Hidee International University, Faculty of Engineering, Department of Computer Application Study, Microsoft Excel Basics 2. Okay, so all these things are written in cell A1, A2, A3 and A4 respectively. Okay, so the alignment is going to be done later. Okay, let's write this one first and continue. Okay, then press enter to go to the next cell. Okay, so now we have typed the document as it can be seen here. Okay, so now next is the power table for A power B, for A exponent B. Okay, so now let's see how we are going to write this A exponent B. Okay, so now going to the Excel power table. Okay, just type AB. Okay, A. Okay, so now just come to the formula bar here and select B. Okay, so now you highlight it, so now come to the font edit. Like this is the font edit menu. Okay, so select superscript. Superscript is when you want to write the letter above the other letter. Only subscript is when you take it below, that is to act as a base. So now select superscript. Press OK. Okay, you see now it appears the way that I wanted it to be. Okay, so then press enter. Okay, that is it. Okay, so now the next, as we can see, is that we have rows, this cell A6 and B6 being secured, as well as A7 and B7, and then we have the entire cells here from B up to the last one, which I can see is L, has been highlighted and then painted with a certain color, and this is B is written inside the same thing here. Okay, let's see how we are going to do this thing. Let's start with this column that we have base A, this, and then the numbers. Okay, let's now start with this column. That is where we have base A and some things. You see it started from row 8. Okay, let's go Excel. Okay, it started from row 8. If that we skip this cell A6 and A7. Okay, so now let's highlight this one up to where it ends. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, so now let's come and merge the cells. Like this. Okay, so now let's write what can we see inside. You see it is basis A. Okay, so now let's write it. Okay, so now come and let's center. Press enter and enter. Okay, you see it appears not the way you are seeing it here. So now come and rotate it and then take it, align it to the center using the alignment menu. Okay, so now let's select the cell. Let's come and align it to the center, this one. Okay, it has now been aligned. So now come here, we have the rotate option. Let's rotate it. Okay, so you want it to be from starting from down to upward. So let's select this one. Okay, so it appears now the way we are seeing it here. Okay, but before we continue, let's decrease the size of the that is the width of the column here, so that it will fit. Okay, let's see how we are going to do as usual. Okay, the next thing is that we have the serial numbers ranging from 1 to 10 along here. As we can see it here, we have 1 to 10. Okay, we have it 1 to 10. Okay, let's input 10. Okay, type 1 here, press enter. So now let's type the formula here to fill this series. Is equal to the previous one plus 1 enter. Okay, let's now copy this thing down. Okay, this all. Okay, so now let's fill this series with the color, since it is already filled with a color like, oh sorry. Okay, let's fill this cell with the color. Let's select the color that we wanted to apply. Let's assume we select this color, the yellow color. Okay, so let me apply a different color for this one. Let me apply this sign of, oh sorry, let me apply it generally to the remainder. Okay, let me apply it. It is now old. Now let's come back to this to the row of question where we have indices b and then a number ranging from 1 to 10, as we can see here. Okay, so now let's do this one also. Okay, so now let's start from here. We have the indices b. Indices b. Okay, press enter. Okay, so now let's enter the numbers ranging from 1, yeah, here. Okay. The formula is equal to the previous plus 1. Okay, press tab. Okay. So let's copy it to the formula now to where we are going to have 10. I think it's somewhere here. Okay, the indices here has covered all the serial number from 1 to 10. So now let's align it so that it will appear. So now come and select the cell where it appears and then highlight it up to the end where I want it to cover. Okay, select merge and center. Okay, press OK. Okay, so fill with yellow color so that it will be uniform with this one. Let's apply yellow color. Okay, so now for this one let's apply the same color that we use here. Okay, let's apply this color. Okay, let's apply it the same here. Okay, the reason why when I come to apply the color, let's reverse and see something. Okay, the reason why I applied here first without highlighting them all is that this cell, you see, when you click on this cell you have a single number here, but when you click on this cell, on this one, you have a formula, as well as the remaining you are going to get a formula. So when you highlight this, see what is going to happen. You see, the thing has been, it just copy what is completely inside this one to the remaining cell. Now we are not going to do it like this because they have different content. Okay, so this. Okay, so now let's highlight those with the formulas and apply the color. Okay, so now it is okay. So you see that our table has now been created the way this one appears to be. The only thing that is left is now this the content here, and then this there is something here written as page 1, which appears to be we call it this one actually watermark. Okay, we are going to see where but now let's fill in the data first. Okay, let's see. Okay, in the formula here we have a power b. Okay, so now let's select a start from 1 to 10 and then the b start from 1 to 10 also. Okay, so now we want to take this cell power this cell, this 2 power this one, this 3 power this one continuously, then 1 power 2, 1 power 3 continuously. Let's see, try the formula. Press equal. Okay, as we press equal, then now press the address of this cell is a b8. Okay, so we are going to have b8. Okay, but the b8 should not be like that actually, because along here we want the operation to continue along the column, like from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So introduce a dollar sign beside the column address, that is beside b, a dollar sign before b. Okay, this dollar sign is indicating we want the operation to go along, that is across the column. Okay, so now let's now put the exponent, that is the power. Okay, then the one that we want the power to is this cell, which is, as you can see, c7. Yeah, c7. but we want the operation now to continue along the row, that is across the row from 1 to 2, not across the column. So we have to introduce our dollars beside the number 7, that is the row representative. Okay, so now let's just press enter. Okay, you see one. So now let's copy this formula to the remaining of the cells. Okay, so let me copy this one this way. Okay, let me just copy it. Okay, then copy it down. Okay, so you see how it appears to be. All the data has been filled, but only that here you see the data include comma, there is no exponent sign or e somewhere, and then it's separated by comma. Okay, so now let's see how to format it that way. Okay, so now come to format general. Okay, we want it to be in number, not a scientific format. You see it appears to be all in numbers, but the one that we are having has no any this point, that is decimal point, but only separated with commas. Okay, let's see also how to format it that way. So now comma. Okay, so as you touch the comma, you see that it has been all separated by commas like that. Okay, but in the original we have nothing like the decimal point. So let's see how to remove it. Just come to this number formatting, this icon. You see we have arrow going right and then the one going left. Select the one going right. Okay, select it again. Okay, so now you see that we have eliminated all this one from like this, and then the thing that we have appears to be the way it is on the table. The only thing now that remains for us is now to come and align the text here, so that it will align at the center that appears here. Okay, and then match the cells for the forward table for A, forward B. Okay, let's see how we have to do that one. Okay, so now let's match the cells first. Okay, the first I think it appears here. Let's see why it covers. Okay, it covers from column A up to D, so let's highlight it up to D also. Okay, so now up to D, yeah, it's okay. So now let's say merge the cells. Okay, let's merge the cells, but we don't want the text to be centered, we want it to remain on the left. So let's select merge cells only without altering our text. Okay, press OK. So now you see it appears to be merged, and then the text remain at the position. Okay, so now let's do the remaining operation for this. Now we are going to merge and center for this one. Okay, merge and center, press OK. Okay, sorry, it's still the same. Let me then do this one. Okay, merge and center. Okay. Okay, merge and center. Okay, so and then you see that it appears to be exactly the way it is like this. The only thing now that remains is the border. You see the borders there has been defined this way. Okay, let's also define the border. Okay, let's see how we do that. Okay, so now select this. Let's start with this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. Apply the border. See the border for menu here. Okay, let's select the kind of border. We want to be all border. Okay, we see it now appears. Okay, let's also create the borders for this one. Let's see what we are having. Okay, we see also this row which contains, and this is has also a border as well as the numbers below it, as well as this base A has border as well as the numbers beside it. Okay, let's create the border also for them. Okay, let's do that also. So let me just decide to draw the border, since to save the time. You can now come select draw border. This is the option. Okay, you see a fan appear, so just now come and select where you want to start drawing. So draw border, let's select the tool. Okay, so now let's come and click and draw it this way. Okay, let's draw it this way. Okay, as well as for this one. Okay, I have for this one also. Okay, I have for this one also. While for the menu here, since it contains, let me just select the cells here and draw the word. Okay, I'm sorry, please let me come here. Okay, let me highlight these cells and draw a separate border for them. All borders, so that any of the cells is going to be bordered, as well as this one. Okay, this one also. Let me select it, highlight it. Okay, apply the borders. This one also, apply the borders. Okay, so the reason why I do the border separate for this this cell and this cell is that, as I said before, they contain a single constant, while the remaining cells contain formula, as we can see in the formula bar here. Also this one formula, but when you touch on this, the first one here, you see this is a constant one as well as this one. So in the process of highlight, when you come, I highlight it this way. You see the entire document data is going to be affected, so that is why I prefer to do it separately. Okay, so that is it. So now the thing appears to be exactly what we are having now. There is nothing more that we have not done. Okay, so now I think there is also border for this. Yeah, okay. We see that also this is tiny thing. My Korea and device also have their borders, so let's also apply the borders for the cells like that. Just select the cell, apply border. Okay, apply border. Okay, and the same operation, for the remaining. Okay, I think that is all. Also this one, I think it seems to have its own border. Let's apply it. Okay, this one appears to be exactly what we are having in the document here. So I think that's so thank you very much for watching our video. Watch for the next tutorial on Microsoft Hidee. I am yours, Mubarak Hidee.